4 weeks it took me to do that video. Can't take that long for every video I do. Here's my number 2. Here's my second. Oh my god, I suck at this. Shut up. What you're seeing now is the 50mm F1.8. It's the biggest aperture lens I've ever owned. Most expensive lens I've ever owned. Is it any good? So what is this 50mm for? Landscape? Streetscape? Astrophotography? Not sure if I can do a vlog style with this lens. I mean, my arms outstretched as far as possible. And it's still on the tripod. Bugs. Yeah, I miss the summer. Did I say? Yeah, my arm hurts. Let's give this other arm a workout. Does it feel cheap to hold? Flimsy? It's lightweight. I want lightness. It doesn't overly bother me if it's heavy. But at some point I will get my fitness back and want to put it in my bag. Someday I'll get my fitness back. My arm's already getting tired. I should take it off the bloody tripod. Of course, for the F1.8 you're going to get the fantastic bokeh, really isolate your subject. Bird. And more importantly, if you're doing astrophotography, you're going to let a lot more light in a short amount of time. I think it's time to move on. I don't want to be here when night falls. I've seen enough games to know that a monster's going to rise out of this summoning circle, whatever this is. I shall give some examples. Like the evil man I am. Oh my god. I am mad with power. Come to me, children of the dark night. You are mine. I did actually pull a hamstring. Let's see what this nifty 50 can do. Of course, it's my first time with a 50mm. It's my first time with 1.8. The lowest aperture I've ever had is a 3.5. Let's switch to photo and see what we get. Always worth looking in those nooks and crannies. Yeah, hope that turned out good. Jesus. It's not horrible. And so again, since getting the Z50 and now the Z6, I find myself doing this a lot. Just going out and see what happens. It's great. Oh, hello. Yeah, they're not as calm as the seagulls. There might be something there. I'm back on the harbour side. And the fort sign, gardens. It does light up at night. A great little view of Weymouth Beach. Yeah, I'm sick of those. I really am loving this lens. I can shoot directly into the sun and not have to worry about chromatic aberration or fringing. Look at this lovely little spot. I'm sat on a bench just like that one. Shame the sun is right behind that big building. Otherwise, look at that gorgeous bokeh. Love it. This will be the true test of the dead cat. I am facing the wind and it is pretty blowy. And for Weymouth, these are giant waves. It's usually silky smooth. Woo. We might be getting some waves crashing on this pier wall. Let's see if we get anything. Thoughts on this 50mm F1.8 S Nikkor lens? Yeah, it's great, it really is. As I said earlier, I've got nothing to compare it to. I mean, the best lens I've ever had have been kit lenses. And so value for money, wow. £500, can you get a better 50mm? I don't think so. Barely any chromatic aberration, barely any fringing. So yeah, on to astrophotography. Now unfortunately I didn't take any video footage while I was doing these shots, so we'll just have to look at them in Lightroom. I spent 2 nights over at Portland Bill. This shot, Portland Bill, I love it. So I'm looking north at the moment, and it's lit up because I used my head torch to light paint the south side, because it was completely in shadow. Can we see? There we go. That's what it looked like without the torch. We've got 10 seconds, F1.8 on the 50mm, ISO 100. And of course the stars are not in focus because I'm focusing on the lighthouse. This is the second night and it stayed completely clear, and this is the angle facing east, southeast. This is a 10-second shot again. That's 1600 ISO, f1.8. So I wanted to find out where the Milky Way was, because I knew I wasn't going to be able to do this in one shot. We can zoom in and we can see a little part of the eagle. So that gave me a reference to where the Milky Way was. Same again, and then my final, this is what I was planning to do, so this is my final edit, which I'm absolutely in love with. I think this is my favourite shot so far since taking up photography again. Absolutely love it. Beautiful. So after getting the shot of the lighthouse, obviously I needed to get that part of the Milky Way that was in the scene. So I went to another location that didn't have the light and took a bunch of Milky Way shots at 30 seconds on my Star Adventurer. They all get stacked in deep sky stacker. So I only had about 18 of these shots to stack, but that was enough. The Z6's performance at higher ISOs is absolutely phenomenal. Load. So here we go. This is at 100%. Yeah, I've got some noise, but a little bit of coma in the corners, a little bit of fringing. Easily corrected. And here's the final stacked image. The Eagle and Swan Nebula clearly visible and just absolutely stunning with the 50mm. What I also wanted to get, which was right by the horizon, is the Antares star. I can see the clouds coming in. I think I took about 53 shots at 30, well no, it was 1 minute, sorry. So yeah, here's a single shot. So it says 58 seconds there, 2.8. Did I do it 2.8? Yes, I stopped it down. I forgot that. So yeah, not at 1.8 this time, 2.8, ISO 1600 again, and 1 minute, 58 second exposures. And the final image of those stacked images, it's absolutely stunning. So can you use a 50mm for astrophotography? Absolutely you can. Love this lens. I never take it off the camera anymore. I can't remember the last time I used my 24-70 f4, but that will be going back on because I think my next video will be on that, in inverted commas, kit lens. It's not really a kit lens, it is part of the S lineup. I've got a few more edits to do on this photo. So that's my impressions on the 50mm F1.8 S Nikkor lens. So my experience with these kind of apertures are non-existent, so I hope you like what you've seen, and I think it is a must-have if you own a Nikon Z camera. And if you can afford it, I suppose you'd go to the F1.2 50mm. That's £2,000 opposed to 500. Again, thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time.